anything but the woodlot.
Oh.
That was our agreement.
Oh, you'll get nothing and like it. Teddy, get him!
We are talking TEDDISCARE. This one is directed by Mark Polania and stars regulars from his productions, Tim Hatch, Jeff Kirkendale, Title Himmelberger, to name but a few. So this originally was created as a Winnie the Pooh mockbuster when that property came into public domain. But I think Jagged Edge Productions, who made the Winnie Pooh Blood and Honey movies, somehow got the legal rights to kind of like get them to change the name. I'm not quite sure how that worked, considering Winnie the Pooh therefore was in the public domain, but whatever. So we ended up with TEDDISCARE. Not that really either of those properties have much to do with the original property anyway. So TEDDISCARE, this tells a story of this middle-aged guy whose father has died and has left him a variety of things, including a area where he grew up in this kind of woodland. And this guy, our protagonist, is obsessed with stuffed toys, plush animals, things like that. And there just so happens to be this company near this property which is dumping some type of waste in the area, which has caused one of these plush animals to become alive and huge and killing people. Now what'll happen, you'll have to watch the movie and find out. So yes, this is as silly as this sounds, and if you're familiar with Polania Productions, then you're going to know what to expect. Bottom of the barrel, super low budget, super quickly produced trashy cinema. So some of you might like that. Let's talk about what I think works in this movie's favour. This does try to have a plot in regards to, it's not just a kind of killer teddy bear. There is this thing about this company trying to get rid of waste illegally. So we do have a little bit of an attempt here to have somewhat of a kind of a fleshed out story. The idea of a cute cuddly teddy bear going around killing people was kind of a fun one. We have seen it in a couple of movies before, admittedly. But yeah, it's a kind of a fun, neat idea. There's one reasonable prosthetic gore shot in this movie. But that's all I've got. That's all I've got with this one. I suppose there is one disturbing sequence or sequences in the movie where we have a middle-aged man playing with and talking to stuffed animals on a regular basis. It's pretty disturbing, let me just tell you. What doesn't work, I mean, it's a Polania production. What can I say? It's super trashy, very quickly produced, all the hallmarks of a, you know, just the idea of like, oh, let's have this concept, let's write a title of a movie and then write a concept and film the idea afterwards. It's kind of that sort of thing. But let's break it down into a little bit more realistic detail here. We don't get nearly enough of teddy bear killing people. Surprisingly, the bulk of the story is lawyers talking about dumping chemical waste or that sort of thing. We get precious little of an actual teddy bear killer, and when we do, a lot of it is filmed through the POV of the teddy bear. So we don't really see much of a guy dressed in a teddy bear costume mauling people. There's precious little of that, which I think is probably the thing that people are going to want to see if they want to see this movie at all. The acting is obviously, if you're familiar with Jeff Kirkendale and the crew that Polania puts in his productions, is, you know, just uniformly pretty amateurish, to be honest. And yeah, there's no exceptions in this one. The concept is just silly, and as I say, this protagonist is like, quite frankly, a little creepy, talking to his stuffed animals and stuff. I'm not sure if it was meant to be creepy or it was meant to be kind of cute, or we're meant to believe how he's just this innocent guy that is, you know, talking to his stuffed animals that he grew up with. It's just bizarre, you know, and would lead you to believe he has serious mental problems. Anyway, yeah, but ultimately it's just a kind of a bit of a bore fest. There's not a lot really happens in this movie. It's for the schlocky stuff that it's promising, it doesn't really deliver on. Unfortunately, you don't really get those kind of over-the-top zany moments. It's just pretty much, you know, a few shots of a teddy bear walking through the woods and a couple of POV shots and someone screaming, ah! And that's kind of all you'll get. And then we're filled up with this badly acted B-plot about this land ownership deal and chemical dumping and things like that. So I wouldn't recommend this one. It's a 2 out of 10 for me. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Please do leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.